Well, hello, Aspire members, and welcome to another rundown report on our April board meeting. I want to start this one off with a little joke.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Guess what? It's
What?
spring.
Not according to Mother Nature
That's
right now.
the joke. With the weather we've been having, it's really hard to imagine that this is spring. Yes. Thank you. We started the board meeting this last month with your president's report. Do you want to touch on a couple of those things?
I do. We have seen a lot more scams, especially on vacant lands. We need to be very vigilant with vetting anybody that comes to us and says that they need to sell something, especially if it's only communicated via email. You need to seriously research the person, verify that that is who they say they are. I know I had an instance last week actually where I actually asked via email, in order to write a listing agreement, I need to see photo identification. I never heard back from them. Knowing it was a scam, there was about 15 of us at least that I have counted that were all reached out to for the same property. So.
And this is not a problem just in our area.
No.
This has been happening all over the country, and NAR has put out some warnings, I guess, or information to keep an eye out for this. As more and more people violate, I guess, the internet for information, we're going to see even more of this. So you cannot be too careful.
Especially in this region, we sell a lot of vacant land.
Yes, we do.
And the owners of the land don't necessarily live locally, and they're typically out of state. So we have to be very careful.
So after this very good discussion that we had with the president's report, we moved into another part of this whole process, and that is the forms committee has finally brought forward, after over a year's worth of work, on a new buy-sell agreement. They brought that to the board for our approval, and the board did approve it. However, they need time in order to educate not only new members, but all members on how to use this new buy-sell agreement. And so we'll be rolling the agreement out at the October general membership meeting. In the meantime, the forms committee is going to try to catch up with vacant land form.
They've got to do the vacant land buy-sell, and I think a couple other forms that they're looking at as well. So it'll be interesting to see. There are some nice changes to the buy-sell now that will be coming out with the new one at least. And so it'll be a little bit more streamlined too.
Right.
Which is good.
So look for that. More on that as we move forward through the year and everything, but don't get too excited about when the form is coming, because it's going to be this fall after we kind of sort of have the vacant land form caught up. And then they're going to do some education for membership along the way, and so keep an eye out for that. I highly recommend that perhaps everybody sit in on one of those sessions, whether it's in person or hybrid or just a webinar. We'll make sure that we put out a lot of information about it as we get closer. Kind of switching gears a little bit.
Realtor Relief?
Realtor Relief Foundation. We did this last year. We tried a $15,000 match. We didn't come close to raising enough from the members in order to be able to do the match as an association. We still gave the $15,000, and we added the money that we did get contributed. But if you don't know what Realtor Foundation is, Realtor Relief Foundation, I highly recommend you go out and look at it. This is for our people. This is realtors helping realtors, and it's usually after a natural disaster.
Last year, about a year ago, Gaylord received, after their tornado, they actually received funds from the Realtor Relief Foundation as well. So it's nice to see the money staying locally.
Right. And before them, it was Midland, when Midland had the flooding over there due to the dam breach and everything like that. So this is money that comes in really quick, gets put to good use, and 100% of the funds raised for Realtor Relief Foundation get used for Realtor Relief. It's not, there is no administrative cost. This is something that NAR does and does not charge for. So 100% of your contribution, and you'll be recognized at the local, state, and national level if you contribute.
We even have cool pins.
Yes,
If you
we do.
donate to Realtor Relief, we do have
I got
some
a whole
bins for
box
you.
full of them. So the truth of the matter is that you just take a picture of the QR code and you make your contribution with a debit or a credit card. We don't touch the money, we being Aspire,
Yep.
nobody in between. So it's a direct contribution into the Realtor Relief Foundation, which, by the way, is a 501c3, so it is tax deductible. And our chair this year is our immediate past president, Matt Hodges. And so you'll be seeing more of Matt at our events and stuff like that,
Yep.
promoting Realtor Relief Foundation.
Yep.
We decided we will match whatever we raise
Yep.
from the members. So, let's see if we can do better than what we did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had another topic that was kind
We
of interesting.
did, and this has been a topic that we've brought up a couple different times over the last couple of years. Starting July 1 with our new fiscal year, we are going to be actually, if you pay your dues with a credit card, you will actually be paying that service fee now.
Right.
Before, us as an association, we were, in a sense, eating
Yeah,
that
absorbing
fee.
all that.
So because we're trying to be a little bit more streamlined and fiscally responsible as well, and since everybody else, a lot of other companies are charging you the service fee, we're looking at that too, because
Right.
it does add up. So just keep that in mind, because that
Keep
is
in
coming
mind.
out.
Yes, yes, and it wasn't so bad a few years ago when some people paid, but now almost everything is paid with a debit or a credit card, and those fees are getting quite substantial. So we're kind of put in a position where we're going to have to do this, even though we've been trying to hold off as long as we could. Earth Day.
We had a phenomenal shred event.
Yes, we did. It was amazing, and thank you to everybody who brought your old files by, either the Aspire office or over at the Shred Monster. We were located in two places. And how much did we raise? How much did we take in?
Over 7,100 pounds.
Yeah, 7,100 pounds that didn't go to the landfill and was responsibly recycled and used or for reuse, developed for reuse. So that was great. And I really want to thank the Sustainability Committee, because not only did they provide the volunteers, but out of their budget, they also came up with the money to pay Shred Monster for the tonnage.
Yeah.
And so that was wonderful, and it was just a no additional cost to the member to do this, and we did great. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that got recycled.
We purged a lot of stuff.
We did. So, again, we'll probably do that again next Earth Day, and so it was a great success. Just really happy with the way it turned out.
Especially because it's a good reminder that we do have documents in our files that we cannot just throw out.
Right.
There is some sensitive information if we're not paying attention.
If you're doing
So.
your job, you're making sure that those files are properly
Yeah.
disposed of. Mar-Nar.
So, coming down the pipeline from R&R is a dues increase
Yes.
for both state and local. They are going to be implemented in 2024. So we will actually, I think when we send out the bill in June, we'll see those increases.
Yeah, it depends. NAR may wait until 2025 to implement, but there'll be more information on this coming from both the state and the national associations. We just want to put it on your radar. This is coming at us. This has got nothing to do with local, but we are required to collect it. And so, yes, check your dues billing, and you will see those increases when they're implemented. And we'll put out some more information about it as we get in closer to it. But yeah,
we'll know more about the NARS dues next week.
Yeah,
when
we're
in
going to
DC.
mid-year meeting in Washington, and at the board meeting, they're actually going to review the proposal, and if it passes the NAR board, then I think they'll probably implement it in 2025, but we'll find that out for sure. I know for a fact that
Michigan
Realtors will be implementing theirs within this next
Yep.
fiscal cycle. Speaking of Michigan Realtors and Lansing,
Capital Day,
Capital
Ride with
Day.
the Brand.
Yep.
We will have, I don't know how many people are already signed up on the bus, but I would love to see at least one full bus, which is about 55 people. It's a $50 donation to RPAC, and you get to come hang out with us on the bus all day. We'll take you to Lansing, have lunch, come back.
yeah. And they will have the Ride with the Brand bus and motorcycle from NAR there to greet us, as well as we have tour of the Capitol building, which has been renovated, and a chance to meet with our local legislators.
It's always good to know what's going on in Lansing.
Yeah, and it's good for us to show the state association that we support these efforts. Being up here in northern Michigan and stuff, we don't want to be overlooked.
It would be nice to get 10% of our membership, which would be 2 buses.
Well, you can keep working on that. I'm
But-
hopeful that we'll fill the one, but I'll go for 2 if we can get it.
I would love to see 2 buses
And
go.
Pontius is actually paying for the donuts for the trip down. I made that pledge, so if nothing else, you'll get a free donut from me and coffee. So,
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, and on June 8th, 2 days after Capitol Day,
Yeah.
we have Ballpark and Brews.
Yeah, great event. This took over for Strawberries and Toast a few years back. The affiliate committee and our board both agree they like this event because it's an outdoor event. It's at the ballpark. So, this is a wonderful expo for the affiliates, and really our members should turn out. We've had great turnout the last 2 years, but, plus you get a hot dog, you get a beer, you get chips, I guess, or something. It's free food, a wonderful day at the ballpark, and we have some other things going on while you're there. We've got prizes to give out, and of course the affiliates always have their stuff that they're handing out, or drawings that they have. So, what else are you going to be doing that day? If it's a beautiful day, you're going to be sorry you didn't come out. Oh, and here's the big thing, plenty of free parking. So, there's no chance that you're going to have to pay for parking. Plenty of free parking at the Ball Diamond.
Whether you stop by for 5-10 minutes or spend the entire time there.
Yeah. So actually, you don't want to miss it. We had a good turnout and last year, and it turned out to be a pretty decent day. A little warm for some people, but we got air movement out there, and we had plenty of bottled water to hand out. So everybody had a great time. It was funny to watch them hanging around in the bleachers, just visiting with each other and talking to their colleagues and getting to know things. So,
well, these events are also about us getting together as colleagues.
Right.
And kind of enjoying each other's company.
That's correct.
So we don't get to see each other all the time.
So right now we're still taking reservations for the booths out there, for the sponsorships. That's coming up quick to an end point. So if you're an affiliate, by all means, let's get in on this. You'll really want to be a part of it. And if you're a Realtor member, by all means, you have to reserve a spot. We have to know how many people are coming, so you have to register for it. But all that stuff is out there. It'll be in the newsletter. You'll see e-blast coming out about it. I would jump on it, do it as soon as you see it. Don't wait, because you know how it is. We get busy, we forget. But we'd really love to see a great turnout out there. So, okay?
Because there's always good stuff to get.
Good stuff to get. With that, I don't think we have anything else for April. We're already into May.
And we're wheels up on Saturday.
And we're wheels up to Washington on Saturday. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next month.